And guess what? Today is our day to really practice that, because last time you guys worked together to make some dances with your teacher and with me. Today you're going to work together with us and then possibly alone if we get the time to do it. So let's show from the very tippy top. This is my way of saying tippy top. Ready? Everyone's important. And we work together. Okay, who remembers creativity? What does that mean? Does anybody remember? When my mind wants to... Does anybody remember that dance that I showed you? I told you a story with my body and I was in the middle of the room. Does anybody remember that?
No.
Do you want me to do it again really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're going to have to do it. So if you're watching my body. You're noticing how I'm choosing to use my body, but you're also using your imagination to think of a story. Okay? Are you ready for that? Just like when you're reading your books and you're thinking, I'm going to think of a picture in my mind so I can visualize or I can imagine what's happening in the story. Okay? Okay. So here it is. Start. Raise your hand if you remember seeing that. Raise your hand if you remember. Okay. Even if you saw it for the first time, what kind of story can you say that you imagined? Melanie? Can anybody imagine a story? Do you want me to come back to you? I'll come back to your thought. Yes. Flying? And who do you think I was? Who was my character? Who do you think I was? You think so, Claudio? And what made you think that I was a bird? Because of the way I was choosing to move my arms? Okay. Can anybody tell me what they imagined I was at the very beginning? Where was I? What was my setting? What was my setting? I know Idais is thinking, I want everyone to be thinking too. Hamar, where do you think? You think I was in my square? Well, what was my square? I was imagining my square as was a special place. Does anybody imagine where I was? It's very early in the morning, but your minds need to be thinking. Where could I have been? Dulce, where could I have been? Anyone? Amar, yeah. My nest? Does that make sense, Dulce? Could I have been in my nest? Okay, what made you think that, Jamar? Because birds like to be in their nest. In the morning, you're in your bed, and the bird might be in its nest. But was I just any bird, or what did you notice about my body at the very beginning? What shape was I in? Yeah, and then what kind of movement was I doing? I was trying to open something. Serena, what do you think I was opening? Or Melanie, what do you think I was opening? Why do you think I was opening an egg? Can you show me what I was doing with my body that made you think I was in an egg and I was coming out of an egg? Show me. So boys and girls, I didn't have to do that. I made the choice to make my body do all those things. Just like you're going to be making the choices to have your body tell a story. But part of that, the very important thing about that is I make a choice and I make it happen. And so right now it's a little bit hard. Maybe it's a little bit hard to imagine things here early in the morning, but we're going to really practice using that muscle in our brain. We're going to practice really using our creative energy. So I'd like you all to pretend you're an egg right now. Show me you are an egg. All right. And you need to close your eyes and kind of really imagine that place. Is it dark? Is it light? Is it cold? Is it warm? What does the shell feel like around your body? Is it hard? Is it soft? Now, I want you to imagine it's time for you to get out of that egg. You need to hatch. It's your time to hatch. How are you going to hatch? Are you going to peck? Are you going to wiggle? How are you going to get out of your egg? Show me how you get out of the egg. Go ahead. I'm going to give you 4 counts to get out of your egg. 1, 2, 3, 4. I noticed some people took long. Some people didn't take very long. Some people kind of wiggled when they got up. Some people got very slowly and smoothly up. Those were all your choices as dancers. Now, you're not a boy or a girl. You're a bird. Show me your wings. Show them to me. Believe that they are wings. Beautiful. And stretch up for the very first time in your life. Stretch your wings up, 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 up. And down, 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 down. Now you're going to take your first flight. Right now you're in one spot. Remember? Axial, last time we talked about being in one place in an X. Now you're going to move around the room using all the space in the room, not touching anybody. Yeah, remember, exactly. She's imagining this is the world, not just the classroom. Using personal space, am I going to touch my neighbor? No. I'm going to give you 8 counts to fly all over your world and come back to your nest. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. I want to believe in you. 4. You have to believe in yourself. 5. You should be landing. 9, 10. Oh, I gave you 2 more counts. Now, I noticed, can you find a place on the edge of the circle, please? Thank you. Great. I noticed that some of us used our arms in a slow way. Some moved quickly. Some looked around as they were flying. And some of us might not have really thought of all the places where our body was because they were hitting other people. Now, that can happen when you're not thinking where your body is. Do you know where your toe is right now? Close your eyes. Don't look at it. Do you know where it is? Feel it. Wiggle it. Wiggle your toe. You know where your toe is. And close your eyes and wiggle your fingers. You know where your fingers are. Okay, open your eyes. Remember, you as a dancer are aware of your space. We talked about personal space, right? Did we do sprays with you guys? Did we spray? Did they spray? Did you guys do this? I just did it with kindergarten. Imagine you have a bubble around you. That's your personal space. Kindergartners, really creative. They like to use spray. We can do that. Take some spray and spray around your body. And that's your protective personal space bubble. It doesn't break, Ms. Naeem. We make choices to find places where we have space. Okay? So next time we're going to move around, Ms. Naeem, look for where there is nobody else. And that's where you put your body. Okay? Now, we have one last one, and that might be helpful to Ms. Naeem. Remember, who wanted to be a really strong reader? Really good reader. Who wanted to be a really good writer? Who wanted to be a really powerful and strong dancer? Okay. Our secret to that, do you remember the secret? Stand up. Okay. And we're going to shake and wiggle our body like we don't know where our body is. We don't know. We're not in control. And we're going to take a deep breath. And we're going to bring all our energy right to our center. and be very strong and very still. When you are focused, when you know where your power is, you're a powerful dancer. You're a powerful writer, and you're a powerful reader. When you focus your energy. Remember we looked at all these arrows. Where are they all focusing? Are they going to many places or one place? One place. Okay. So let's show your teacher from the tippy top our dance without talking, like we really mean it. Ready? We're not going to leave. We'll stay axing. Yes. Do we remember what everything means? And I review this with them to really embed the idea that we move for a reason, that there's intent behind it, that there's meaning behind it. And you can do this with anything that's important to you in your classroom, any concept. They can create a movement with it, and we can commit to it as a community. Boys and girls, can you please find your place on your most beautiful rainbow carpet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I love the way Dulce is ready. I see that Julian is negotiating. Now he's found his perfect spot.